Rust. A game we all love and hate, but I feel as if this topic doesn't get talked about enough. The emotional, physical, and mental effects of playing this horribly addictive video game. And allow me to introduce myself. I am Jacob Clashes, a Clash of Clans YouTuber who got myself addicted to this game, in which I will share my experiences with this game, everything that I lost in pursuit of it, and why I recommend you never ever download this game. All of the PvP in the background of this video is me. I know I'm cracked. Chapter 1. My story. My brother convinced my parents to get him Rust in 2018. He played it for about a year before realizing how much fun the game was and that he wanted to experience it with someone else. And I was a young kid in 2019, freshly 13, and I just got my first gaming PC. And with a little convincing, my parents got me the game. Little did I know how big of a mistake this was. Loading into the game and playing it, my mind was instantly hooked. The fear of losing your base when you log off kept me playing for hours on end, skipped social gatherings, and lost all interest in getting a job. This game consumed me. I stayed up as late as 3 to 4 a.m. and when I finally got off, a rush of anxiety would hit me, making it even harder for me to sleep. And once Rust has you, it never quits. You may take a break from it, but the game is hardwired in a way of addiction. Looming over you every second of the day is fear of losing everything you worked for in Rust. The game is all about competition, and me, a competitive person, wanted to win every single time I played this game. But in Rust, you take losses a lot more than you take wins. And I wouldn't take losing well. Rust is a game where you're only having fun when you're winning, whether it be PvPing, raiding, or being the richest person on the server. It's so strange to me that this is the only game where you can play in agony, yet force yourself to continue to play. Some common side effects of playing Rust for too long is trust issues, lack of motivation, poor sleep schedule, bad health and hygiene, but the list goes on and on. I myself have experienced every single one of these things I just listed, and with over 6 years of me playing, I've accumulated 5,000 hours into this game. And to put that into perspective, that's roughly 208 days, or 2.4 hours a day for the past 6 years. And all for what? Entertainment? I never once thought I was doing was wrong, and because of this, I never got a job. I got my license at the age of 17 and stayed underweight my entire teen life. Chapter 2. What I lost. Some of you know me and that I have a sweet, loving girlfriend who supports me through everything, but times weren't always that way. I was trying to balance a relationship and playing video games for 10 hours a day, which don't mix well together, especially when you're in a committed relationship. I remember making plans to hang out one day, just for me to appear 2 hours late after promising her I would get off earlier that day. And understandably, she felt neglected and ended up leaving me. But we ended up getting back together a month or two later, and don't get me wrong, I was a really good boyfriend, but I didn't put in the effort I needed to commit to have a stable relationship. I told my girlfriend I was recording this video, and she wanted to say this quote: "Rust has proven that it will always be the first priority, and it's worrisome to see that these men are expected to take care of a wife and kids one day." Now, I agree with this statement to some degree. Obviously, you have free will. Nothing is forcing you to play this game, and by all means, just uninstall it. But in order to understand what this game does to your brain, you have to play it. Everyone in my comments right now, you can share your experiences. I'm sure half of them will say the exact same things that I have. It's not just my relationship that went bad too. My physical condition was poor. I had acne, skinny, and didn't go to the gym, as well as my social skills plummeting into the ground, along with the restless nights where I wouldn't be able to sleep due to how wired my brain was. You lose a grip on reality and what is important with your life. Rust became number 1 to me and second to nothing. This has become reflective of my YouTube in the past week or so. I haven't posted in almost 9 days because I was on another Rust binge. And me, a person who's trying to become a full-time YouTuber, can't afford to be taking time off when I should be trying my hardest. Chapter 3. How to help. I can't sit here and pretend that I don't love this game to pieces. It is the most perfect concept for a video game, and I can't deny that. I know I won't stop playing it in the long run, but one way you can help with your obsession or addiction from what I've learned, is take month breaks at a time and experience it for a few days and quit again. Learn self-control and take a step back every once in a while and think, have I earned this break from my real life? And if you haven't, you have to get off the game and fix your real life situations, whether it be mental health, finance, or your relationship. If this game is taking something away from you that should be important, cut it off for your own sake. Chapter 4. Rust taught me an important lesson. I cannot deny that Rust taught me some very important lessons in life. Never take shit from anyone. 2, rely on yourself because you're never going to stab your own self in the back. And 3, do anything you can to achieve your goals, no matter how far-fetched they are. To relate this into Rust terms, let's say you're a naked on the beach and you want to get rich on the server, and it doesn't matter how you want to do it. Somebody who's going to invest 10 to 15 hours that day doing raids, trying to PvP, counter raiding, and running all the best monuments of the game is obviously gonna get faster than you if you played 3 hours, got your wooden shack down, and just quit. So yes, working harder at something will make you achieve your goals. And while there are going to be many roadblocks in your way, the harder you work at getting over these roadblocks, the more you're going to learn throughout your life, not just in Rust. Have what you want with this information. You can choose to download Rust, spend your hard-earned $40, but just know, this game is so good that it will be bad for you in the long run. A prime example of somebody who made it out of the Rust cycle is Warrior Rust. I'm going to show the clip in a second, but he used to be going crazy playing Rust 10 hours a day on the loop, and even as a content creator, he went a little insane. But here is the clip.
I fell out of love with Rust a little bit. I kind of fell out of love with life, and I just gym, just doing stuff to try and occupy my mind, because I do go a little bit crazy sometimes. You probably don't know that side of me, but I do go a bit insane.
Look at how ripped he is after taking a break and focusing on his own life. Rust has a way of keeping you inside of a never-ending cycle, with weekly wipe servers, monthly force wipes, with every wipe being different, and so many different ways to play the game. It's very hard to break the cycle, and words can't describe how much adrenaline this game gives you when you're in a fight. The amount of dopamine releases after killing 4 people on Oil Rig is just unmatched. I can't deny that. If you guys had a heart rate monitor when you're making a play, dude, it ages you tenfold. Sometimes my heart rate would get up to like 130. Felt it pumping in my head too. But thank you everybody so much for watching. This is the first video of many on my More Jacob channel. My final closing remarks are don't play Rust, and if you do, please tread lightly for your own sake. And have a great rest of your day or night. Bye bye.